Scrappy friends. I have a For the Love of Homemade Kits layout for you today, and this is actually a couple weeks old. I am a little behind on getting my process videos all up here. So for the inspiration piece, wanted to use this house paper right here, and it is a pretty cool paper, but it is hard to use because the main focus is those buildings. But I really wanted to try to use this paper because it is really cool. So as you can see, I built my layers really quick. I kind of had thought about it a little bit ahead of time for whatever reason. And I decided that I wanted to use that cut file. And I only used part of it, and that paper was actually not in my kit. I added it. It's Maggie Holmes paper. But I really liked the colors, and I thought they kind of matched with some of the colors that I picked. So now I'm just kind of working on some embellishments. I've had a really, really hard time with this kit. I'm not going to lie. Even though there's some elements that I really love to this, I think that because it's so vintagey, that it's just throwing me off my game or something. I don't know. I've had a really hard time this week, just in general. And this one was exceptionally difficult. And the thing that stunk is that I really wanted to tell this story. And as you can see, I used that Remember stamp from Pink Fresh Studios. That was when they had the embellishment kit. So I used it in white, and I really like the way that that looks, just doing it right on the photo. So now I'm just kind of looking through the Maggie Holmes die cut pack, because as you can see, I still have tons of ephemera from the open book. That kit was like the kit that keeps on giving. It had so many pieces in it, and I used that camera and that green piece. At first I wasn't sure how I really liked it, but I kind of like having an element up there. It kind of creates this like diagonal in a way, even though I actually have 4 areas. And I'm going to use a brad in part of the camera where like the flash is. I thought that would look kind of cute. And I'm going to add some brads some other places too. I'm going to use this ribbon brad. I thought about using the brads over to the side for my mind's eye, but I just didn't really think the blue is a little bit different than that teal color that is in the die or in that cut piece. One of the things that we had wanted was to add a cut file, and I really like that because it kind of challenges us to have to use our die cutter and stuff. So of course, when I did this layout, I hadn't had my silhouette all set up yet. It was one of the things that I hadn't gotten to, but I have it up now. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to put that last one. And I made sure I used kind of colors that were in stuff. And this layout did not take me long really at all to do because I really wanted it to be about the story. And really, this story is about that road goes up past my grandmother's house. I took it when I went in November time to go see my grandmother. Well, actually, I went to go see my family because my aunt died. But I stayed with my grandmother. And one day I just walked around and I took tons of pictures of stuff that I might want to scrap because I don't know the next time I'll be able to go see her and be in the area that I grew up in. But when we were kids, me and my cousins, we used to walk up that street, and there was farms up there and stuff. And nothing, we weren't getting into big trouble, but we'd just go for walks because we could. And we would go and we'd take some of the apples from one of the neighbor's farm, like yards. They had a whole bunch of apple trees, like in a small little orchard. And we would take the apples. So I used this chipboard piece that says adventure. I thought that speech bubble kind of looked really cute. I mean, it covers up the camera, but I'm okay with that because it just kind of builds on this embellishment cluster that is just kind of layered. I thought about using the 60 cents because when I think about apples, I think about how much stuff is a pound. And as you can see, I use those Tim Holtz letter alphas stickers that look like license plates, and I spelled out apples, and I'm going to put that as the title. And then I just add these Dear Lizzie stickers. I really like those black stickers. They look really nice, and they're really, really fun, to, especially like if you add them on something that is colored, because you can see through it, except for the black part, obviously. Eventually, I will move that apples. I'm just kind of trying to finish up because I feel like it's not very, here we go. So once again, sorry for my head. I was trying to get this on straight-ish. So I spell how about them apples. And I know apples is not straight. And later on, I go back and I kind of fix it a little. But I do um, leave it a little bit wonky, and I'm just going to put the date in that little thing. I had thought about doing the journaling in that little card, but I knew it wasn't going to be big enough space, so I did my journaling on the side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this for the love of homemade kits. I'm sorry that I didn't get it out last week, but it was just a little too busy. And yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.